Our next speaker is Dr. Xia Mingde, who's a senior director with Johnson & Johnson, but has a fascinating background in research and development. He's going to speak on the healthcare industry and its future in the region and as it involves diasporas. Dr. Xia was trained at the Chinese Pharmaceutical University and Michigan Tech before doing a postdoc at Yale, and now travels this region from Australia to Shanghai to India with a base as well in New Jersey, looking at research and development and contracting research and development projects, I think, for Johnson & Johnson. So, Dr. Xia.
Thank you, Robin, for a nice introduction. And I would also like to thank meeting organizer, especially chairman of the convention, for the invitation. It's a great honor to be here. This session is about technology and innovation. So I define my topic as open innovation in healthcare industry. Currently, global healthcare market is over $4 trillion. And there is very strong growth between 2006 to 2011. And the healthcare market has tremendous potential. Right now, USA is the biggest pharmaceutical market with 301 million people, and the healthcare market about $1,700 billion with 5% annual growth. Brazil, Russia, India, and China, we call BRIC, are very important, or most important emerging markets. India has 1.2 billion people, and the healthcare market about $36 billion, with 15% increase every year. Right now, 40% generic drugs in the world are made in India. Last week's data indicated India's economic growth will be about 8.2% this year, and next year will be 7.8%. So healthcare industry contributed a lot. In China, it has about 1.3 billion people, and the healthcare market about $130 billion, with 13% increase annually. The economic growth this year will be about 9.6%. Next year will be about 9.5%. Due to time limit, next I will focus on pharmaceutical especially. As you know, drug discovery and development is a high risk, high cost, and a high return process. It will take about 12 to 15 years with $800 million to $1.3 billion to bring new drug from beginning to the market. So if we evaluate 5,000 compounds at the beginning, then 5 compounds may enter clinical trials. For phase 1, normally 20 to 100 human volunteers for safety study. And then phase 2, we will have 100 to 500 patients for efficacy and safety study. Phase 3, we're about 1,000 to 5,000 patients for safety and efficacy study. Finally, we're around 1 compound get approval from USA FDA or other agencies. So it is high risk, high return, and a high cost process. From this slide, you can see global R&D, research and development expenditure increased every year. The development time almost didn't change much. The output, that means a new drug approval, actually decreased each year. For example, in 1997, around 39 small molecules, new drug approved by USA FDA, and 6 biologics big molecules approved there. So total will be 45 molecules. 10 years later, the cost almost doubled. However, only 16 small molecules and 2 big molecules approved by USA FDA. So costs are almost doubled, but approved new drugs less and less. So lots of challenges right now in pharmaceutical industry, including patent expiration, regulatory hurdles, increasing competition, reduced R&D efficiency, and drug price pressure. Right now, you see lots of outsourcing from West countries to East countries. So Western pharmaceutical companies are giving Asia partners more responsibilities than they ever imagined. Outsourcing R&D research and development activities to India and China make up about 20 to 30% of total global clinical trials. The reason is Asia has great talent pool and bigger market. That will save drug industry billions of dollars and bring down the drug price, also accelerate breakthrough. For long term, we need innovation and collaboration. That means industry, academia, government, and venture capital, everybody works together to get more efficient, get more drugs to global patients. Just like if you want to catch a big fish, then everybody has to work together. Innovation and collaboration. Why innovation is important? The start data indicated if we invest $1 in healthcare, then we may get $3.4 to $4 benefit in healthcare. Especially for cardiovascular diseases, if we put $1 for innovation, we may get back $4 benefit. Similarly, for heart attack and depression area, if we put $1 for investment in innovation, we will get back $7 benefit. So that is very important for new technologies. Here I use the term open innovation. That's a feature of healthcare industry. A few years ago, industry companies, they did their research by their own. Internal research, that's our FOX program. They didn't talk much with academia. However, the business model broken. So right now, pharmaceutical companies are actively engaging with academia, universities and institutes, plus government and venture capital. So internal innovation plus external innovation, everybody work together, then we may get better result, better efficiency, and also more new drugs to serve global patients. That's why we call it open innovation. That's a new trend for whole global industry. Next, I will speak a few examples. In Singapore, there is translational and clinical research flagship program, which aims to establish Singapore as a leader in 5 strategic disease-oriented areas, including cancer, which is oncology, eye diseases, neuroscience, metabolic disease, and infection diseases. A few years ago, metabolic diseases, including diabetes and obesity, was common in West countries. Now, get more and more common in Asia. So Singapore government put lots of effort to promote the collaboration between industry and academia. So those 5 therapeutic areas are focus areas in Singapore, through the collaboration with top overseas research institutions and industry, especially multinational companies. So almost 1/3 of funding from government, Singapore government, will be support to the collaboration between Singapore institutes, universities, and industries. Each therapeutic areas award about $25 million over 5 years. So that's a great initiative. A couple of weeks ago, there was a news about 37 USA universities start new partnership with UK, India, and China. Actually, they focus about global public health and especially oncology and other areas. Many of our awards were facilitated third country participation, including especially US-UK collaborations with India and China. For example, Georgia Washington University in USA and Oxford in UK with Tata Memory Centers in India collaborated each other. Georgia Institute of Technology in USA worked with the Universities of Manchester in UK plus Beijing Institute of Technology in China. This is another program. So lots of new initiatives ongoing among UK, China, India, and America. Second example, India and the UK recently announced a £45 million partnership to support affordable health care. Basically, this project aims to bring together researchers from both public and private sectors largely work in India to develop innovative devices, diagnostic medicines, and vaccines that can reach the greatest number of patients with low cost. The focus area includes vaccines, technologies for rehab and women and child care, plus low-cost new devices. Also, recently, there are lots of discussions among India, China, and Singapore to set up collaborative programs, especially contract research programs in pharmaceutical and biotech. So in summary, there are many challenges in the healthcare industry, and collaborative efforts among pharmaceutical industry, regulatory agencies, academia, and venture capitals are needed to bring effective and safe medicines as fast as possible to global patients. East country, West country partnership and Asia countries, including South Asia alliance, are very important. Open innovation and globalization are major trends, which means research and development is becoming connection and development. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Mingde. That, again, I think took us back to one of the prime concerns that people have had over the last day and a half with the health of the region and the way in which Singapore might make a positive contribution towards improving that health. Clearly, research and development is one of the areas where activity has to happen. If, for example, eye care is to improve in South Asia, one of the single largest factors in improving productivity in South Asia, I'm told by people who are in the eye business, would be to improve the eye health of hundreds of millions of people who currently don't have glasses or don't have minor corrections to eye conditions that they have. So again, a very fruitful topic for future developments and future discussion today.